In his final battle, the King of Britain could not stand. His men had to carry him onto the field. He had ruled through war, deception, and heartbreak. Now his own body was betraying him. Before him, the army that had killed his brother. Behind him, a kingdom that needed him to win once more. This is not the legend of King Arthur. This is the story of the king who came before him. His name was Uther Pendragon. This is the legend of how his reign actually ended. A legend first written 8 centuries ago, passed down, embellished, never forgotten. Britain, in the age after Rome, fractured and under constant threat from Saxon invasion. According to the legend, his brother, King Aurelius Ambrosius, was poisoned by a Saxon spy disguised as a monk. Uther stood over his brother's body and made a vow. Britain would not fall to poison again. He took the throne. And with it, his brother's unfinished war. He took the crown not as a celebration, but as an oath, one he meant to keep with steel. For years, he held the Saxons back, a warrior king, feared and respected across Britain. At a feast meant to celebrate peace, the legend says, Uther saw a woman named Igraine. And everything changed. Igraine was already married to Gorlois, Duke of Cornwall. He noticed the king's gaze immediately. Gorlois fled court and prepared for war. Igraine, he believed, would be safe, locked away at Tintagel. Weeks passed. The king stopped eating, stopped sleeping. His advisors began to worry for his mind. Desperate, Uther turned to the one advisor who could offer him what no army could, Merlin. Merlin offered a bargain. He would give Uther Gorlois' exact face and voice for one price. For a long moment, Uther said nothing. Even a desperate king understood what kind of bargain this was. He agreed. Any child born of that night, Merlin said, would belong to him, to raise as he saw fit. Disguised completely as Gorlois, Uther rode through the gates of Tintagel that same night. That same night, miles away, the real Gorlois was killed in battle, never learning what had happened. By the time the truth reached her, it changed nothing that had already happened that night. The child conceived that night would one day be called Arthur. He began his life inside a deception. Years later, older and weaker, Uther began hearing reports of Saxon forces regrouping in the east. A messenger brought grim news. Warlords, Morte and Uther, had crossed the border with their largest army yet. This time, the legend says, illness struck him down before he could ride out to meet them. His physicians had no cure to offer him. Whatever illness had taken hold, it was winning. Without their king present, his own soldiers hesitated, refusing to fight without Uther beside them. So Uther gave one final order: carry me to the field. Sick or not, they would see their king. Word spread through the ranks before they even reached the field. The king was coming himself. Seeing him there, his army rallied. Britain won its final battle under Uther Pendragon that day, but victory did not end the danger. The legend holds one final, quiet betrayal. That evening, one soldier noticed something strange near the water. He didn't think it worth reporting. Saxon agents, the story says, had already poisoned the very spring the British camp depended on. By morning, the camp moved as it always did. No one suspected the water had turned against them. Uther, still weak from illness, drank from it, never suspecting what it truly held. Within days, the king who had survived 100 battles was failing. Not from a blade, but from poison. By the time anyone thought to check the well, the king had been drinking from it for days. 2 brothers, 2 crowns. Both, the legend insists, undone the exact same way. Not in battle, but betrayal. In his final hours, the legend says, Uther asked only one question: had Britain held the line? Uther was laid beside his brother, and the child born of deception was already waiting to become a king.